I gave my agent one goal, closed my laptop, left for about 27 minutes, and came back to a finished task, something that would have taken me hours of back and forth prompting. That is what an agentic loop can do for you. And today I'm going to explain it as simple as I can because there's a lot of hype about this and people often overcomplicate it. But here's the honest problem with how most people use AI right now. You open ChatGPT or Claude, you type something, you get a result, then you type again, you get another result. You are the loop. You are the one doing the research, evaluation, and revise cycle over and over again. An agent loop just takes that cycle and outsources it back to the AI. So all you have to do is define the goal and the AI does the rest. So what actually is an agent loop? 3 words: reason, act, and observe. The AI thinks about what to do, it checks the result, and it does it again if it needs to fix anything. Keeps going until you hit a stop condition that you get to define. That's it. There's a lot of noise about agents managing other agents and swarms and fleets, and you don't need any of that to get started. In my opinion, the most useful version of this is one agent, one clearly defined goal, and one clear outcome. And here's a mental model I like to use. Think of like a smart intern you don't have to micromanage. You hand them the goal and they figure out what they need to do. On top of that, they check their own work and they do it again if they need to fix anything. When they come to you, it's completely done and they're not asking for permissions every 5 seconds. And every agent loop comes down to 2 questions. The first one is, what does done actually mean? And the second one is how it will actually check. Most people skip these 2 and then wonder why the outcome is so bad. The done has to be as objective as possible. So not just like make it good. Something like keep iterating until the quality score is above 90. Or maybe stop after 8 passes. The more objective your criteria, the better your loop is going to run. The second question, how will it check, depends on what you're building. For example, if it's like a copy or a script, it needs to maybe read it against a rubric. If it's code, it would need to run it and test it. The verification part is the most important part of the loop. Without it, you'll get AI's first instinct and it's not going to be the best possible answer. Let me give you 2 examples because this gets abstract really fast. Let's say someone gave Claude a goal to prompt 10 thumbnail concepts and it has to score each one against a rubric. Let's say the rubric involves curiosity, emotional pull, things like that. Once it's done, it has to pick the top 3 thumbnails and then identify the weakest parts of each of the 3 and then go back and fix them and keep iterating until there's the strongest one. This is a loop I ran and it took about 27 minutes. It picked 10 concepts initially, then 3, and then made V2 for each. Compared and picked a winner. Then it made a version 3 of the winner as the final version. When it came back with the final thumbnail, it was very confident in its output. That process without a loop would have taken me about 40 to 50 minutes of back and forth. A loop, I had the chance to just walk away and come back to a final result. Another example could be a 3D plane in code. The goal would be to build a 3D plane and keep iterating until it is able to render correctly. Agent was able to build it, looked at what it built by opening it in the browser, and identify what was wrong and was able to fix it. Then it can come back after a few minutes and you have a working 3D interactive project that would have taken you maybe even hours to build. One quick thing I want to say, because there's a lot of hype right now about running 24/7 agents. It's not for most of us. If you're not building a product at scale with a team that needs constant iteration, I think it's better to just stick to one agent, one loop, one defined goal. Something you can kick off before you step away and have that thing done when it's like you wake up or something like that. Now I'm gonna break it down how to set up your first loop in the most simple way possible. Open Claude Code, that's the one I use, or whatever tool you like to use. I want you to use a /goal prompt. So goal, describe what you want to build or create. Keep iterating until blank, your objective, stop condition, and verify blank, how to check it's working. Hard cap, blank number passes. I want you to put that in there. That's pretty much the whole structure. The goal is your done condition, there's a verification method, and there's a hard cap, which is really important so your loop just doesn't run forever. I would recommend you start with something small at the beginning, like a script you need to redo or a piece of copy you need to redefine. Run it once, see what comes back, and redefine the prompt as needed. The shift is very simple. Like, stop being the person that is constantly prompting the agent over and over again, and rather be the one that defines the goal and the finish criteria. That's the whole thing. You're not cutting yourself out of the process, you're just moving upstream. If you want to go deeper in this, and I highly recommend you do, I'm going to be posting a lot of tutorials in my school community. I'm also going to be going live and showing you guys what I've built and the exact breakdown and what it takes to build one of these loops. They're all no-coder friendly, so don't be intimidated and come join. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.